our volunteers, our more than 250 partners, and the great team at Midland Country Club. Now, let's get back to the tournament.
Jenny Shin for birdie here at the 13th. Hit a wonderful iron shot into this par 3. Just to get to minus 19. Trying to get the break right. Yep. Ooh.
You almost had the early call there.
Yeah. That's a good putt.
At the 16th, Brooke Henderson for birdie. Walks it in. They'll need something magical in these last 2 holes to get to 21 under, which is where Ko and Lee have already reached. And even then, it may not be enough. To 13.
Sawannapura first to play here on the par 3. She's 18th in par 3 scoring, so this is a pretty gettable hole location today, Jerry.
Yeah, 7-iron for Jasmine. Flag is still on the flag stick, and they can't feel anything on the tee. Caddy's walked out to the front of it, threw up some grass, and said there's a little breeze from the right. Jasmine plays almost exclusively a draw. Oh, be the number just left of the hole.
Very good. Good putt up the slope. 28 birdies already today. Great viewing area for the fans. There's the 18th green. You got the 15th green in the background there, so you want to see the action. This is the place to be. Sydney Clanton now will be next.
And they got to this tee box just after their closest pursuer birdied the 18th hole, so they didn't see it. This also a 7-iron. Should be a pretty little one for Sydney. And she can launch the ball miles high. This, too, is even just a little left of the hole.
Good shot. Man, they are on fire. They have played some good golf today. Actually, all week long. They've teamed up well. Sneaking over to 17, Megan Kane for birdie here at the par 4. Just to get to minus 18. We're back. Might be running out of holes. Oh, there you go. She had a really good chance at 15 and missed it.
One-shot lead for Sawannapura and Clanton, and 2 more birdie looks coming up at 13. Glad to have you with us for this final round on this Saturday, the Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational. Karen, we love watching team golf. You loved playing it for the European Solheim Cup team, Curtis Cup teams. You never exactly know which teams are going to click. Morgan Pressel, Paula Creamer, they have a history. Jasmine Sawannapura and Sydney Clanton had never played before, but they practiced together a couple of weeks ago, and that practice seems to be paying off.
Well, they each bring a little something interesting to the table. I think Jasmine Sawannapura adds an air of confidence and calmness to that group, because I think Sydney Clanton is a player with a whole lot of talent that just hasn't been able to achieve what I think people that have watched her play think that she should, because almost she doesn't believe quite in herself. And I think Jasmine helps her with that. It's a really interesting pair, because you know they play such different golf, but they combine so well together.
Well, this could be an enormous day for Sydney Clanton. Jasmine Sawannapura won the marathon last year in a playoff with Brittany Lincecum, but Clanton has never won. We mentioned it earlier. This would be an official victory, 269th in the official world rankings. Sydney Clanton, she's been back and forth this year on the Symetra Tour.
Well, and it will really, I mean, it will change everything for her. But I also think the biggest thing it will do for her, it will change the perception that she has of her own game and where she stands in the big scheme of things. She'll feel like she belongs out here. And I wouldn't be surprised to see her do much more of this, being in contention far more often on the LPGA.
I think 21 gets it done. Ko and Lee.
No, I think Sawannapura and Clanton are playing too well. They're giving themselves 2 opportunities for birdie on every single hole.
Team all in. And they've got the swag to prove it.
Inchi Chun over the green at the 15th. This has been a tough location to get to. Got the upslope this just a moment ago. Oh, it's not too hard. I guess the key is to miss the green. I've seen so many players miss the putts, but there you go. Thanks, partner. Looked like a birdie all the way. Nice putt there. Now Morgan Pressel for birdie. Go a little to her left if it goes any of this to get to minus 18. Oh, she got it out too far and hit it too firm. It's just been a miss. I've watched 5-6 groups go through here. Nobody has read that putt from that side and the other side. Just a tricky hole location. Back of the green goes away. So they leave missed opportunity at the 15th. Well, we got a moment. Let's send it down to Kay.
Well, certainly an exciting and historical moment for these two. You guys become the first LPGA players to break 60 in a team event and a better ball event. Describe the rhythm and flow that you guys got into out there today.
I think definitely we both played better than we did the first time we played 4 balls, and we just had a better rhythm out there. I think we just fed off each other. Jin Young made so many birdies today, so I just tried to keep up pretty much. So, yeah, we just had a really great day out there.
How exciting is this for you? I know you took a photo of the scorecard, such a memorable moment. How exciting, and can you describe what this has been like for you?
I first time hit the under 60, so, and then 4 ball and the 4th time was a really great time with the Minji, and then she had a really nice job out there, so we had a really great time. So I want to play next year with the Minji.
I think you guys make an amazing team. 12 birdies, just 6 pars. Congratulations, guys.
Jin Young and the Minji, indeed. 58. It just looks weird, doesn't it? Remember Jim Furyk did that in Hartford a couple of years ago.
You must play the ball where it lies. That's what we're told. Let it lie here on our championship courses with classic layouts, lush greens, and challenging links. Let it lie away from your deadlines and to-do lists. Let it lie where adventure happens both on and off the green, where treetop walks, wetlands, and wildlife await. Whatever you choose, be sure to stand still and let it lie. Meet here where your golf trip begins.
If you just want a slice of pizza, you don't buy the whole pie. So if you don't use your cell phone that much, why pay for more than you need? For as low as $20 a month, you can get talk, text, and data from Consumer Cellular with no contract and connections on the nation's largest wireless networks. You'll also receive award-winning support. Consumer Cellular has received the J.D. Power Award for highest customer service again. Plus, AARP members get exclusive discounts. Switch to Consumer Cellular today. With our 30-day guarantee, it's completely risk-free. Call, go online, or find us at Target.
Welcome to Seattle, where people are into coffee, tech, and retirement planning.
The perfect retirement for me is doing the things that I want to do, not the things I have to do.
Unlike Seattle, less than half of Americans participate in their employer retirement plans. So what keeps people more engaged in their retirement?
I want to have the ability to easily transact online. Great selection of funds, great advice, everything in one place.
Helping people in their working years and beyond. That's financial wellness. Talk to your employer or start a plan at Prudential.
Okay, I picked out my dream car. Now's the really fun part. Choosing the color, the wheels, the interior, everything exactly how I want it. Here's the thing, just because I configured this car online doesn't mean it really exists at a dealership. But with TrueCar, I got real pricing on actual cars in my area. I see what others paid for them, and they show me the ones that match the car I want. So I know I can go to a TrueCar certified dealer, and it'll be right there waiting for me. Today, right now. This is TrueCar.
Performance is your profession. You excel in bringing the best out of people and teams to discover their true potential, but you strive to take the next step in your career. GCU's PhD in Performance Psychology online degree program gives you the tools you need to elevate your performance to the next level and do it all within your tight schedule. When human excellence meets cutting-edge technology, business advances.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Swanepoel for birdie here at the 13th.
Yeah, she had the furthest, longest putt of the entire 4. One of the members walked by Jim and said, this hole's never seen 4 shots that good on a Saturday afternoon in one group.
Probably not like a putt like that either. Oh, that was such a good putt. So everything would go in. Maybe just a little too much speed. This team is just really, I think there's just that comfort now for Sydney with having Swanepoel to 14.
Well, there's a team in the house at 21, but the closest pursuers on the course is this one. Na-Yeon Choi and Jenny Shin at the 14th. They may be the only team that can catch Suwanapura and Clanton.
She's been rolling the ball well too.
Take a look at our course setup, brought to you by the Golf Course Superintendents Association of America, Midland Country Club.
It's a fun golf course to play, and it gives you just about everything. It has some long par fours, has some short par fours, and it has some dog legs that move both ways. Nice little meandering creek that goes through the middle of the course. 5 holes that works into and comes into play on. And very much this whole course is centered around sort of the heart of it, which is the 13 green down below us and the 18th green, which of course is an island green.
Yeah, Moria Chitana going for birdie here at 13.
Slightly downhill to get to within 5 with 5 to play. Our sister's in there. Very close, though, for birdie.
Just across the way at the 18th is where we find our second look, brought to you by Versant Health. The Jatanagarn sisters. This was in round 2, 4-ball. That's Area looking on anxiously as Moria putts for birdie. Watch Area. Yay! Give me a hug. So that was on Thursday in round 2. Then yesterday, in the alternate shot, Area hit the tee shot. Looking on again.
She's relying very heavily on her sister in both these shots.
I liked your analysis. You said Area didn't want to have to putt that comeback.
No.
Yes. Well, Area is known as much for her applause of other players, including her sister, as she is for the applause she generates from her own shots. Our second look brought to you by Versant Health. She was applauding for Hyo-Joo Kim in the playoff at the U.S. Women's Open last year and at the KPMG this year with Hannah Green.
And Moria tapped in for par. Now Clanton for birdie to get to 23 under.
Put the ball down, walked right up. She is ready.
Yeah, I'd say yes. Hey. Back-to-back birdies at 12 and 13. After that bogey on the first hole, everything got a little bit tighter, and they are now accelerating. 2-shot lead. With a lot of confidence. You can just tell the way they're walking. Area has a very makeable putt for birdie.
Yeah, straight up the hill.
Straighten hole. Made bogey back on that par 5 11th. Kind of stopped their momentum, but a nice couple birdies at 12 and 13 get them to minus 17. Brooke Henderson now for birdie at the 17th. Sharp still has a chance for her birdie. I'm going to go to her right. This has some pretty good break we've seen. So Jin Young Ko put this one. And Brooke reads it perfectly. There you go. It's actually only the 16th birdie here today. That gets them to 19 under. So a nice little back 931 on the front.
Well, I see her warming up that putter quite nicely, certainly on those last couple of shots, and with Evian coming up next week, that could be a good sign for Brooke.
Absolutely. Tamalis Kaufman with that 61. Of course, 58, Benji Lee and Jin Young Ko. That's just phenomenal golf. Nice to see Meadow and Molinaro make a little comeback today with 62. Tough day for him yesterday. Corda sisters, 62 today as well, so they made a nice little run. Danielle Kang and Salas with 61. We expected some good scoring today. There was a little bit of wind at some point out there, but it's kind of laid down. Greens are still soft. These players playing very aggressively today. Let's go to 14.
And our leaders by 2 have the box. Jasmine Suwanapura.
And that little Breeze Gym reference just kicked back up, but it's light. In and from the right on this hole. The hole isn't the perfect shape for Jasmine. But the fairway is plenty wide. This is a tumbler up the right center.
Yeah, you're good. I think what we're seeing with this team is that they have complete trust in each other. They can stand on the tee knowing that the other one really does have their back.
And you know that confidence in each other has just grown and grown exponentially with each passing round. Especially yesterday. That was a ridiculous round of golf in alternate shot. Well, that was hit nicely. Fly in the left corner of that fairway bunker.
Their lead is 2. Lee and Co. 58, but they're done. They're out of holes. They'll probably like to have a few more.
Paying attention to the smallest detail. Getting to the destination the most efficient way possible. Ensuring all individual elements are working together to drive high performance. And making sure you do it consistently. Being the best comes down to perfect execution. That's not just good golf. That's good railroading. We love a sport that rewards precision.
There's a reason the avocados are so big at Meijer.
Big avocados have more healthy oil, more flavor, and more fruit, so they make more guac. Because when you're out of guac, the party takes a dip. That's why the avocados are so big at Meijer.
In golf, you need to be comfortable. So first, I wear Skechers Go Golf shoes with Skechers Legendary Comfort. And second, I relax with smooth jazz when I putt. Silky. Tee it up in comfort with Skechers Go Golf.
Someone once asked me to define the word power. For me, it's the opportunity to make a difference.
The world of Rolex is filled with stories of perpetual excellence. For Rolex and women's golf, the commitment has spanned over 40 years, supporting amateur events, professional tours, and all 5 majors, dedicated to growing every stage of the game. This is a story of perpetual excellence, a story of Rolex. You will remember.
Couple of birdies in a row for Henderson and Sharp, but down to just their last hole, this par 3 18th. Elena Sharp already on the green, and now Brooke Henderson. Two chances for the A team. EH, next time we play on this side of the pond, she'll be the defending champ, the CP Women's Open. Jenny Shin with Nayan Choi looking on, already in for par, this to get to 20 under. Knew it right away.
Yep, just quick stroke.
She's been really open this year about her struggles with confidence as we go to the 16th. Toughest hole on the course, par 4.
And Morgan playing this shot with a little bit of pressure as her partner, Paula Creamer's in the bunker. That was a 7-wood from 195 yards. Pretty solid.
Kay now following that group, as you can hear. They had the pressure of playing in front of Julie Inkster yesterday, who was watching. At 14, our leaders, Suwanapura.
An 8-iron there from 143. Quality shot again.
Jasmine had very major back surgery not that long ago, and she had to make adjustments in her swing. One of them being that she stands a little bit more open, hips more open, because obviously she can't rotate quite as easy as she did before.
Got a couple of majors coming up the next 2 weeks. Evian next week, and then the AIG Women's British Open. So let's remind you about the Rolex Annika Major Award. The player who has the best major season, but you have to win one to be eligible. Jong-Un Lee 6, who won the U.S. Women's Open in Charleston, South Carolina, leads currently with 70 points. We'll know the winner of the Rama in a couple of weeks at the AIG Women's British Open. Here's Moria in that final group.
Her second shot from 141. Her sister drove it up inside the penalty area, but was playable. Could only chip it out just past Sydney Clanton's drive. This just left of the hole. She is striking it beautifully, as Moria.
Problem is, even if they birdie in, that would only be 22 under par, and the leaders with whom they're playing are already at 23.
Yeah, it's not going to be enough, and there are no more par fives. Sydney Clanton, though, Grand Karen, 101 after that. Just awesome, awesome drive. Again, playing it up, she's going to have a slight uphill lie. It'll be a perfect lie. The biggest concern here is spinning it back off this tilted green.
Yeah, especially when you're playing lift, clean, and place, you get it sitting up on a perfect lie, you can definitely apply extra spin.
Yeah. Yeah.
.52-degree wedge.
This is probably just an easy swing, Jerry.
Yeah, I'm just marveling at the confidence she's displaying. It's like, to use a basketball term, she wants the ball.
She got a pep talk from Jasmine at the turn 2 days ago in 4-ball. Jasmine said, dude, just play your game. She said, I think she was thinking she had to do something for me. Just, you do you. Mm-hmm. Has she ever. This is the 16th, and this is Pressel for birdie.
This team is kind of stalled out. 6 under through 10 holes.
I think, Kay, that's the sort of the nature of this golf course. The back nine gets a little trickier, can be a bit tougher, and the birdie opportunities are not as frequent as they occur on the front side.
The PGA Tour players not at the Open at Royal Portrush are playing in Kentucky, Nicholasville, Kentucky, and we've got coverage of the Barbasol Championship coming your way tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Time on Golf Channel. David Tom's in contention, Jim.
Sure is.
In Kentucky.
He's not that. Never too old to play with those young guys. Jenny Shin, her second nine choice over the green. This is the hole so kept so far back. We did see NG Jun chip it in, so you've got to be a little cautious. A little bit skinny, and to your point, Karen, the last 3 holes are ranked today 5, 7, and 8. That's the difficult part of the back nine. So, and this is just a tough hole location to get it all the way back there without bringing in the back part, going over the green, over the downslope. When your partner's over the green, you got to be a little bit more conservative. Up to 16.
Lydia Ko with Chun in for par has this for birdie.
Yeah, this is a little left to right breaker. They've birdied 3 out of the last 4 holes. So a little run towards the finish line for this team.
Back to the 14th in our final group. We've got Sydney Clanton off the green. That's the ball you can see farthest away.
Well, outside chance to make this. She is putting it, though, so that if you use conventional wisdom, you putt it to get it close, you chip it to try and make it. Maybe just hoping it has a chance, but if nothing else, guaranteeing the force, or her partner has a free roll up the hill.
Sometimes the tendency when you're putting to get it close is you can leave it a bit short. So you still have to picture yourself making it.
Like what Brad Faxon always said, oh, great putt. The easiest way to two-putt is to try in one putt.
Yeah.
He would know.
Yeah, he wasn't too bad. Still isn't.
The gum-chewing craze continues. Sydney chomping as we go to the 18th and Brooke Henderson. Evian and Woburn next couple of weeks. What do you make of Brooke's chances, other than the typical week when you always would say she has a good chance?
I think she has a really good chance. You know, Evian, you have to be pretty creative. You get lies that are very unpredictable there. Lots of slopes, uphill lies, downhill lies, and Woburn is tight with trees, so we'll see how she does there.
She says she likes courses a little bit like this, tree line, where she's won a couple of times here in the state of Michigan at the Meijer.
Well, and Sahaly was pretty tight with trees too.
This was Brooke at 13. They had the lead after round one. They shot 5 under in alternate shot. She and Sharp, 17 years, 16 and a half years difference in age. This is at 17.
And she always hits the ball well. It's so much of her score rides on this club, and I just see her just starting to get into a good bit of form with this club. I think she could be very dangerous in the next few weeks.
At the 14th, with Moria lining up the birdie putt, what is Aria's situation, Jerry?
She's about 2 feet away for 5. Marked it just on the off chance Moria had 4 putts. Just a highly off chance. But this is a very, very speedy. Roars coming from it looks like the 17th hole. So many people out here today on a condensed piece of property with great viewing potential. It's an awesome setting.
One of 2 sister teams in the field. The Cordas shot 62, Jessica and Nelly. These two, Moria and Aria, have played together in the UL International Crown, played against each other right here in the state of Michigan at the Women's Western Amateur. Aria got the better of big sister that day. Okay, Jerry, a 2-shot lead at the moment, looking for 3.
And a good chance here. Up the hill, pretty slow putt. If anything, it's just a left edge or just outside left edge. Interesting, though, to me, Karen, this is one of the few teams that is playing their own game, which they all say they want to do, but they're not looking at each other's putts. They're completely autonomous, and if nothing else, that has to give you the feeling that you're just playing a normal stroke play event, doesn't it?
Well, absolutely. And also, you know, when I talked about trust and the two of them are completely trusting each other, they don't feel the need to go and interfere in each other's games. They're just going to let them go because they have that trust.
This is pretty special.
They haven't all gone in, but Team All In is now up 3 with 4 to play.
Diane Choi here at the 15th or 3rd. We said she flew it over the green. Remember, NG Chun made it from a lot easier shot than this. Her last win was 2015 Northwest Arkansas. Oh, no. So I've not seen a putt made on the green. I've seen 2 chip-ins. I'm sensing a kind of a, we're going in that direction maybe? Yeah. A trend? Nice birdie there to get him to 20 under par. Sawannapura Clanton with the lead. 3-shot lead going to the 15th.
The main focus was creating a vehicle that is adapted to one person.
So we engage into this process of R&D. We dial directly.
The team developed some product application, improved it, changed it again.
You measure and you create. You measure and you recreate.
This is what we need. Can you do more? Can you do better?
The possibilities are limitless. That's what innovation is about.
Welcome to Seattle, where people are into coffee, tech, and retirement planning.
The perfect retirement for me is doing the things that I want to do, not the things I have to do.
Unlike Seattle, less than half of Americans participate in their employer retirement plans. So what keeps people more engaged in their retirement?
I want to have the ability to easily transact online. Great selection of funds, great advice, everything in one place.
Helping people in their working years and beyond. That's financial wellness. Talk to your employer or start a plan at Prudential.
Thursday, one name will be added to a list of celebrated champions and become a part of history. The Evian Championship. Thursday at 5 a.m. on Golf.
This August, it all comes down to this. It's time to seize the moment. It's time to shine. It's time to win or go home. Because in the end, there will only be one champion. The FedEx Cup Playoffs, this August on Golf and NBC.
Get more with Golf Pass. More savings on tee times, travel, and gear. More world-class instruction and exclusive new shows. Join now and get 12 tailor-made golf balls. More golf. One pass, Golf Pass. Start your 7-day free trial now.
Back at the 15th tee, Jasmine Suwanapura now.
So, Jim, if this team can manage to get 2 looks on the remaining 4 holes, it's over.
Yeah, I like what you said. They're playing their own games because a lot of times you get in these formats, you have your partner reading greens, and it gets a little bit uncomfortable. At least it always felt like that to me. Kind of just do your own thing.
Good one there. Conservative.
That's all you're trying to do is get this in. This is one of those hole locations I don't know that you really want to kind of get after. You want to give yourself about 15 feet for it. Sydney Clanton now.
Well, she has the length to really make this a drive and a pitch, but it's very risky and no need for it.
No.
Like we said, 2 looks on every hole, and she will, her professional career will change overnight.
Absolutely. Mentioned yesterday she was 7th on the Symetra list. She started at Green Bay and chose to come out here. Play the last 3 weeks. She had dropped the 13th on that money list, but this has been a great decision. Another good tee shot. Up to 18.
Brooke Henderson missed her birdie putt. Elena Sharp for birdie of her own. Good week. First round leaders, final round 61. At the moment, they're alone in 4th. At the 16th, this is Jenny Shen, and Kate Cockrell is with this closest pursuing team.
This drive a little easier in that her partner's already in the middle of the fairway.
Jenny with a victory in Texas a few years ago. Na Yeon Choi, a major champion, but back after missing all of last year with most of last year with a back injury. Jasmine Suwanapura and Sydney Clanton, 8 under. They began the day with a 5-shot lead. It's now 4.
Almost half the produce grown in the U.S. is wasted.
Once it's picked, the clock starts ticking. John only has 5 to 7 days to distribute the food. What the polyethylene bag does is slow down the rate of oxygen that can reach the produce, slow down the ripening process.
We're taking the food that was being wasted, and now we're feeding hungry people with that.
There's a reason people feel better shopping at Meijer.
We filled nearly 50 million free prescriptions for people who needed them. Because going without your medication is a pill no one should have to swallow. That's why people feel better shopping at Meijer.
I still have one of the fastest swings on tour, so I play the Tour B XS. Well, I don't swing quite that fast, but I also play that ball. Whoa, stop. Look, just be yourself and play a tour ball made for your game. Really? Really. The softer RX. Okay, good. The conditions are really, really tough out there. They're really tough. Really. Really. Oh, man. Don't say oh.
Golf is a mental game. To be focused, you have to be comfortable. So we wear Skechers Go Golf shoes.
They're the most comfortable golf shoes we've ever worn. Another 18, boys?
Thinking 36.
Skechers Go Golf, now available in wide and relaxed fit.
You got it?
What do you think? Of course I do. Where's the payola?
Right here you go.
All right.
Now listen, I don't want my buddies to know about my secret weapon, okay?
Hey, look, the Pro Air Grip Glove is our little secret, and I am not a rat. If you want to hit the ball straighter and further, do yourself a favor. Pick up the Pro Air Grip Glove. The patent air bubbles inside this thing, they keep it from ever over-gripping again. Lighter grip equals a better shot. And it comes with a full 30-day money-back guarantee.
This is cellulose acetate, a plant-based material that's not only extremely durable, but also quite flexible, making it ideal for Warby Parker glasses, which, by the way, start at $95, including prescription lenses. Try 5 pairs for free at warbyparker.com. Oh yeah, about those prescription lenses. Warby Parker glasses come standard with custom-cut polycarbonate lenses that have been treated with scratch-resistant and anti-reflective coatings. Nice. Try 5 pairs for free at warbyparker.com.
Golf Channel and the LPGA Tour welcome you back to the inaugural Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational. Grant Boone, Karen Stupples, Jim Gallagher Jr., Jerry Foltz, Kay Cockrell, our entire crew loving this new team event. And you think this team's loving it? Jasmine Suwanapura playing with Sydney Clanton. This is her second at 12.
Well, and her partner Sydney said how much she loves the way Jasmine plays her wedges and just proving to everybody just how good she is with them there.
Jasmine won at the marathon last year. Sydney Clanton has never won. In fact, she's been back and forth between the LPGA Tour and Symetra Tour, but borrowing some of Suwanapura's swagger, she's been hitting shot after shot like this. At the 13th, she would make that. Their lead is 3 with 4 holes to play, and as you see, the closest team to them is already finished. Minji Lee and Jin Young Ko break 60 with a 58. But they are done and no longer a threat on the course. Jenny Shin and Na Yan Choi, a major champion, still on the course with an outside chance. And here's Shin. And get Jenny Shin's dauber back up. 17.
Yeah, Morgan Pressel's second shot here. Morgan, speaking. Oh, fell off her feet there. Creamer's on the back part of the green. Nice shot in there at 17 under, just even on this back 9. Gonna slow down. Sydney Clanton, they haven't slowed down. Her second shot at 15.
Not one bit. 138 to the hole. This is a 9-iron. Tough to get it all the way back there without risking flying it long. This is on a great line. Just around the hole.
Oh, excellent shot.
And the hits just keep on coming.
Absolutely. That is really good. There's no fear. They're all in. Off you, Jerry. There's so much confidence. Over to 16.
Oh, Kay, they may have to start making some of these from the fairway if they're going to catch the leaders.
Well, with Jenny Shin up there close, it certainly makes this one a lot easier from 184 yards. You never know what could happen on the last hole. Might see an ace there.
3-shot lead for Sawanapura and Clanton. Birdie putts coming for Shin and Choi. Special thanks to the executive director of this event, Chris Chandler, and Matt Hilliker, our tournament director. The Great Lakes Bay region has rolled out the red carpet. And the world's best in women's golf have walked right through and put on a show. This is the 18th. Beautiful look. 13th just adjacent to it, and the 15th hole is not far away either. And Jim, there it is.
Yeah, just back there. That's the green in the background. That's Jasmine Suwanapura.
That's it. That's all I want.
Back in the fairway.
And again, the wind's going a little left to right, so it's going to want to push it. It's kind of better if we stay left of the hole if you can. I think it's a little flatter putt. Trust that number, okay?
126 is the yardage. And it's a little nightmare.
It's cut back between a couple mounds. It is a little bit easier putt from the left side. Partner's already in there about 12, 15 feet. Be a little closer than that on the right side. Oh, my.
It's a clinic.
Actually, that's where if you could get it there, you'd rather have it there. It's a much easier putt. I don't know if that's what she was trying to do, but why not? All in. They're playing to their team name there, Grant.
Golf Films presents Tiger Woods Chasing History. A look at his chances getting the all-time PGA Tour record for most wins. He's at 81. Sam Snead, 82. The all-time record.
NG Chen for birdie here at the 17th. Lydia's got it inside there, just a little bit closer. But we've seen that's a pretty good break to it. They're at 17 under, 7 under on the round today. Putts that have gone in have just kind of died in. Just didn't quite have the speed. Just a tricky read. Put a coin on it and wait. A little disappointed with that effort. Like you got to get it to the hole at this point, Karen. Got to be making some, especially with your partner in there close.
Yeah.
Yeah, there should have a little bit of a right to left putt going up this slope. They're in a tie for 6th right now.
I think this is where, if you know, having Ingy in there close, I think Lydia can just go on and just play a more aggressive putt. But you have to bear in mind that if you are going to putt this more aggressively, you might have to alter your line a little bit too.
That's a good point. You know, you see people playing out there playing scrambles and just different things. And when you're going to hit it firmer, you do have to make the adjustment on your read. A lot of times we as players try to hit this hard enough, but we don't make the adjustments. They didn't hit it hard enough or high enough. Both have tap ins for par. Morgan's got this for birdie. Paula's missed hers for birdie here. And they've all pars on this back nine. Just kind of really kind of stalled. Yesterday they got a little bit, Karen, at the end. Some shaky iron shots, kind of let it get away from them. But they got off to that hot start that they needed too early. And it's just slowed down. And neither one of these players have won in a long, long time. But trending in the right direction, although Morgan's missed the last few cuts in a row, so this is a good week for her. Paula's had 3 pretty good finishes since ShopRite, so going in the proper direction this week.
I think it's been nice for this pair, this duo, to relive some of those Solheim Cup memories too. That, you know, what it was like playing with each other in a team, having a partner.
I think it just lends to, as we're seeing even with Clanton and Suwanapura, you've got a partner. So in the back of your mind, there's a little less pressure because if you do make a mistake, usually you have a partner that can hold you up. So I think it frees the players up, especially the aggressive players. I think it helps players who are aggressive more in their mindset, kind of free them up. And, you know, for aggressive players, that's when they play their best, is when they're able to do that and just free it up and go. Swanepoel now for birdie here at 15, Jerry.
Yeah, and playing lift clean in place, she took it nearly an entire driver's length to her right to just make the angle a little better and not quite as much slope to the right as it dies.
Well, fear of a little bit of rain or some threatening rain coming in later today. That's why we went with the lift clean in place. It's a good idea. And I think this is where it really kind of helps, yeah, especially around the greens where you can alter maybe the lie with that rule.
Absolutely. And if you're one who likes to line up the golf ball, it makes a big difference.
Absolutely. Like you said, they're just kind of doing their own thing. Sydney's not helping her with her read. She's going through it in her routine.
Well, Swanepoel actually called Clanton over to take a look at what she wanted for a line. Not to read it, but where she thought it was best to put it. But that's the only consultation I've seen this entire nine. Uphill early, then pretty flat, dying a little bit right by my read. Or left.
Oh, my. When it's your week, it's your week, and they're all going in. Oh, my. 4 in a row. Look at that roll. Since that opening bogey, they have settled down with trying to bring this into the house. As you said, give yourself 2 chances. Dream week. Take another look at this. Come on. Go. Yeah, got it. Love it. As much as your partner loves it. 4-shot lead going to the 16th. 16.
And this is Jenny Shin for birdie.
There's a leaderboard short left of this green, but they have no idea what that final group has just done.
They can assume.
They can assume, but Jenny is fully just focused on this putt. She had such a beautiful cut 3-wood into, you know, she has no more than 5 feet. Her partner, Nyan Choi, putted on the same line, knows this goes right pretty hard. She tried to jam it in there and take some of the breakout. Well, disappointing not to convert on that.
Well, they picked a great team name. Good self-talk, all in. And they are 3 holes away from victory.
There's something out there for you and me, and the American road is calling, so what's it gonna be? Hey, it's an amazing day, traveling our own highway. No matter where it leads us, we can smile, 'cause there's meaning in the miles.
Opportunities aren't always obvious. Sometimes they just drop in. CME Group can help you navigate risks and capture opportunities. We enable you to reach global markets and drive forward with broader possibilities. CME Group, how the world advances.
Welcome to Seattle, where people are into coffee, tech, and retirement planning.
The perfect retirement for me is doing the things that I want to do, not the things I have to do.
Unlike Seattle, less than half of Americans participate in their employer retirement plans. So what keeps people more engaged in their retirement?
I want to have the ability to easily transact online. Great selection of funds, great advice, everything in one place.
Helping people in their working years and beyond. That's financial wellness. Talk to your employer or start a plan at Prudential.
That 61 at Portrush, it's something I'm proud of. To create a wedge that's got 61 degrees in honor of the score that I had is really special.
Join Golf Pass today to buy this member-exclusive limited edition wedge. Go to golfpass.com/Rory Wedge to buy now.
It's been great watching Morgan Pressel and Paula Creamer team up again as they've done 5 times in the Solheim Cup. Having a nice week. Tied for 9th. Oh. One last good one for Morgan. Both in the field next week at Evian. Take you back to the 16th and our leaders by 4. That's where Clanton's tee shot has come to rest.
And we think it might be embedded. She's checking it now.
Preferred lies today in the fairway.
Yeah, it's definitely right to left.
This might be an official coming in. But anyway, Jasmine 163 to the hole. Breeze from the right.
Love that.
Five-shot lead when the day started. They were tied briefly, now up by 4.
Pretty much right at it.
Business as usual, Jerry.
Look at this. What a deuce. We may not need the ruling with Sydney.
Wow, this is some phenomenal golf.
Toughest hole on the course. Did we mention that?
Yeah, and
nothing looks too tough for this
that was so good.
It'll be a tap-in birdie, 17.
Jenny Shin second.
Her partner, Nguyen Choi's on the green, but a ways from the hole. That just a 9-iron, downwind.
Yeah,
good line.
Missed chances at 14 and 16 and hit it in there close again at 17. And capitalize on those good iron shots on the previous holes. Maybe she can knock that one in.
But a Saturday finish here to let players get across the pond. Lexi Thompson, Brooke Henderson, more headed to France for the LPGA's next major. The Evian Championship as the race for the CME Globe continues Thursday, 5 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Golf. On voyage to all of the players and our team heading over to Evian-les-Bains at the 18th. In-Ji Chun, a former Evian champion.
Absolutely. He's going to be excited about heading back there.
So is her partner.
She's played some pretty stunning golf, and really, you know, to play that golf course well requires some serious skill. As I said, it's not driving range golf where every lie's flat. There's many undulations, and you have to know how to play those shots.
I know. I like to play for fun.
This has been fun. Again, her partner, Jasmine.
I could go in.
That's true. That's why you play. Jasmine is within a foot for birdie.
Actually, Jasmine's caddy, Michelle, says you shouldn't even hit this. You could hurt yourself. But this player is very strong, very athletic, a lot of club head speed, but a horrible lie. She actually asked if Jasmine's ball went in, almost like Grant, like she was expecting it to.
You didn't make it? What happened?
What in the world?
Misread. There it is. A foot away to get to 26 under par. Morgan Pressel for a closing birdie. Karen, it is so crowded in that 9 through 12 position for Julie Inkster after the top 8. Someone whom we're accustomed to seeing is not going to be in that U.S. Solheim Cup team.
I know, and Julie gave us some really good insight yesterday when she talked to Kay on that. And she said, they've had 2 years to qualify. So, don't
Great
expect
point.
to pick.
About to be a 5-shot lead.
Being vulnerable, sharing more of our own stories, exposing ourselves to people who may be different in their own backgrounds and experiences. That's how we learn. That's how we grow together.
As she got more comfortable, she started asking about more roles that she could do or different tasks. She shined in everything, truly. Each day it will get better and better.
Having talent is one thing, but you have to do the work. I spend about 2 hours a day on my swing, another 2 on my short game, every day. Because hard work is the only way to improve your game. That's just what you have to do.
Dreams that change the world never stop. Love me, love Randy Hill.
I like to make my life easy. Romo mode. Good luck with that one. Yes! That's why I wear Skechers slip-ons. They're effortless. Just slip them right on and off. Skechers slip-ons with air-cooled memory foam.
There's a reason the avocados are so big at Meijer.
Big avocados have more healthy oil, more flavor, and more fruit, so they make more guac. Because when you're out of guac, the party takes a dip. That's why the avocados are so big at Meijer.
This is for every girl who's ever been laughed at or told she doesn't belong.
This is for every girl who's been told she's too loud, too quiet, too this or too that.
This is for every girl who thinks her body isn't good enough. This is for every girl who's been told to give up.
This is us crushing it for you. So you can crush it for the next girl.
It was a 5-shot lead when this 4-ball final round began, and Jasmine Sawannapura is about to push the lead back to 5 again. The hardest hole in the course, she nearly dunked her second shot. Karen, 2 runs of 5 straight birdies after they'd been tied, by the way.
I know, just impressive all round, and really each player has stepped up when they needed to.
To 17.
Jenny Shin for birdie here at 17.
And still a chance for this team if they can finish birdie to grab a spot of solo second. Yeah. This would tie them for second place.
Yeah, Choi's already missed, so last chance for birdie here.
Yeah, downhill sliding putt. Oh, she thought she had it. She stroked that one beautifully. Yeah. And that's 2 in a row that just got away.
Yeah, she had a really makeable one on 14. That was probably the toughest of the 3 that she's missed, but just didn't capitalize on the good iron shots she's hit on this last 4 or 5 holes.
At least these players are getting some good positive mojo as they head over the pond.
Moria Jatanagarn at 16 for birdie.
Her sister missed her birdie effort from the right edge. This one turning a little right, and they have had a front row seat to this incredible display of golf today. And I think when you looked up and down the leaderboard after round 3, I think everybody expected the Jatanagarns to be the team to beat today. Not the case. And that team low record LPGA score of 58 could be beaten. Could only last about a half hour. the story of the Jutanugarn's day right there.
There are a couple of team M&Ms. These are the sisters. Moria is about to turn 25. She's 16 months older than Aria. Will turn 24 in November. 10 wins for Aria. 1 for Moria. And it was in LA in 2018. Moria's been as high as the top 10, 8th at one point world rankings. Of course, Aria was number 1.
The first recollection of LPGA golf was at 2006 when they went to an LPGA clinic in Thailand hosted by Christy Kerr.
That tournament in Thailand, a dozen years on now, has helped fuel Thai golf. And Jasmine Suwanapura has been one of the beneficiaries, and she's helped promote it as well. Already a winner and about to be for a second time. Again, this is going to be an official victory, and this is going to change Jim and Karen and Jerry. This is going to change the near term for Sydney Clanton, who's not currently in Evian. It's going to change her long term as well.
Well, we always talk about, whether it's career changing or life changing, definitely career changing for Sydney. But Suwanapura has put on a clinic exhibition these last few holes, Jerry.
Yeah, how many birdies is backside? 4 out of her?
Yeah.
5? It's there's a beauty right there too. Should stay short of that bunker. It's a little left of it anyway. Well, that got a lot of roll, like a good tee shot.
Been texting Andrew Pratt, who's the women's assistant at Auburn. Or actually, Kim Evans was Clanton's coach. They're all watching and excited about what this young lady's done, and this week could do a lot for their program as well.
Never been a winner on the LPGA Tour, an official event from Auburn.
That's called confidence right there.
That ball, I mean, it hadn't even decompressed off the impact before they were saying, yeah.
Well, and what's not to like? I mean, look at the swing. I mean, the lines are tremendous. There's power to it. I mean, this is impressive.
The swing's been there. The confidence is there now. Why not? 5-shot lead. We'll be back.
You must play the ball where it lies. That's what we're told. Let it lie here on our championship courses with classic layouts, lush greens, and challenging links. Let it lie away from your deadlines and to-do lists. Let it lie where adventure happens both on and off the green, where treetop walks, wetlands, and wildlife await. Whatever you choose, be sure to stand still and let it lie. Meet here where your golf trip begins.
Welcome to Seattle, where people are into coffee, tech, and retirement planning.
The perfect retirement for me is doing the things that I want to do, not the things I have to do.
Unlike Seattle, less than half of Americans participate in their employer retirement plans. So what keeps people more engaged in their retirement?
I want to have the ability to easily transact online. Great selection of funds, great advice, everything in one place.
Helping people in their working years and beyond. That's financial wellness. Talk to your employer or start a plan at Prudential.
The race to the CME Globe is on. Players accumulate points at every official LPGA tournament to make it into the CME Group Tour Championship. At season's end, 60 players will tee it up for a $5 million purse and the largest first-place payout in women's golf, $1.5 million. The player who wins the tournament will also be named the Race to the CME Globe Champion. Follow the race all season long on LPGA.com and Golf Channel.
Darn it. You talking to me? No, I just can't hit a good shot.
Yeah, obviously. Why don't you try this Pro Air grip glove? But don't tell nobody about it, capiche?
Why not?
It doesn't conform to USGA standards.
And why would that matter?
Yeah, because it gives us an advantage due to the grip pressure. You see, there's these little tiny air bubbles inside the glove. They keep you from over-gripping your clubs. It's taking shots off my game.
Wow. 9 fairways in a row. This glove really works.
As a teacher, your calling was always to make a difference and positively impact the future. You live with a deep sense of purpose and strive to inspire generations of change. GCU's online Masters of Education degree program gives you the skills you need to grow and develop your career. You're not just inspiring future generations of leaders, you're giving them the tools they need to succeed.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online.
At the par 3 18th, Jenny Shin.
Her partner, Nyan Choi, has a nice shot in to the right of the flag. This going to the left.
A birdie would give them a share of second with Minjee Lee and Lydia Ko. Everyone's playing for second at best because of what this woman and her partner have done.
Always nice to have that walk when you got that comfortable lead. I've never quite had a 5-shot lead with 2 to go. But it is a nice walk nonetheless. Ariel be first here at the par 4 17th.
I've had a 5-shot lead with 1 to go a couple of times.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
I had a 5-shot lead, but I let it go ahead and get the 1.
They did too.
Yeah, they came back.
If you want to hit it hard, that's fine too, yeah? If anything down? If anything, down a little left to right. Not much, yeah?
Miss-hit tee shot here. So much so that I walked by it without getting a yardage. Looking at about 170.
Wow.
Good-looking line. Good-looking shot.
Yeah, just kind of played it backwards. Bo Dorman used to do that, so what the heck, it worked for her. A little challenge. Good shot in there at 17. Jasmine will be next.
Well, she's going to play out of turn because Moria's still walking up the fairway. And why not?
Okay. If anything, wind is going left or right. Yeah, that's why it is left or right.
At least she's hitting it, Jerry. She can't wait to hit another one.
No, exactly. 125, as Michelle said. A little breeze from the left and helping. Looks like pitching wedge.
I think when you have a 5-shot lead, they won't relax until their ball finds the green on the 18th.
That's true.
Then they can enjoy it.
Okay.
Good enough.
Yep. That's all you're trying to do. Give yourself a chance.
Well, one of the biggest fans of the LPGA is country music superstar Toby Keith. His wife, Trisha, has a clothing line, women's golf clothing line, and he was shouting out to Jasmine Suwanapura, Tidapa, her given name, and Gary Shea, playing great at the Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational. He was on the first tee at the Solheim Cup a couple of years ago, and he was at the Diamond Resorts Tournament of Champions.
Moria will be next, her second shot.
129 for Moria, pitching wedge.
I haven't seen a lot of birdies here, just with this whole location where it's cut. Just been a tough read.
Tough to get it to come to rest next to the hole. You can land it there, but it slopes away.
Yeah, down a little bit of a valley. It should spin towards the hole. Well, that's one of the better shots we've seen in the last hour or so. Good shot by Moria. So good chance for birdie. A little smile. I think you finally hit one in there close. We'll make this one. Sydney will be next.
93 yards with a 58-degree wedge.
Career best 7th. 4 or 5 years ago, has had 4 top 10s, but this has been a dream week. The only thing she's got to try to do is control the spin on this one.
It should have a bunch of spin, but it's a little right.
Let's come back up there. Leave yourself going up the slope. 2 good shots in there, and why not? The way they've been playing with a 5-shot lead, they've got a good chance to extend it to 6th. They're all in. So are we.
Rolex is filled with stories of perpetual excellence. For Rolex and women's golf, the commitment has spanned over 40 years, supporting amateur events, professional tours, and all 5 majors, dedicated to growing every stage of the game. This is a story of perpetual excellence, the story of Rolex.
Hey, I'm looking at the numbers now. You sure I can do this?
Yeah, it's what we've been planning for.
Thank you. Hey, boy.
Hey,
You know how I said I've been working on something big, right? Sure. This house is officially yours. You own it.
At U.S. Bank, we believe hard work works.
That's the look.
And our integrated approach to wealth management helps make sure your money keeps working as hard as you do.
When you come to Florida to visit the World Golf Hall of Fame, you can play on our beautiful islands, feel the warmth of the sand, listen to the sound of the surf, marvel at our treasures. Travel to the land of the king and the bear and the black knight and the slammer and the squire. An unforgettable Florida golf vacation begins here at the World Golf Hall of Fame. So for the love of golf, go.
Thursday, one name will be added to a list of celebrated champions and become a part of history. The Evian Championship, Thursday at 5 a.m. on Golf.
Get more with Golf Pass. More savings on tee times, travel, and gear. More world-class instruction and exclusive new shows. Join now and get 1 dozen tailor-made golf balls. More golf. One pass, Golf Pass. Start your 7-day free trial now.
Back at the 17th hole. Sawannapura for birdie.
Longest one of the 4, but I wouldn't count her out, would you?
No.
Dang right. A little bit downhill at the end as well.
22 birdies today. This hole's played a lot tougher at this hole location. This putt's been really tricky to read, but the way she's putting, I wouldn't count her out.
It's got that feeling right now, that zone. She gets up over it and she expects the ball to go in the hole. She sees it going in the hole before she hits it.
Yeah, when you get in that you don't often do, but when you do, and she is, why not?
Why not?
She's in another zone. She's passing through the time zones. She's a time traveler. She's already over at the Evian. She's, wow, nice putt. It's like piling on.
All in, unstoppable.
No question about it.
And doing wonders for pace of play.
Oh, absolutely. I'm loving it. Look at that birdie run. 6 in a row. Take a look here. Look at his reaction. Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby. Got it. Nice putt. What else can you do? Just shake your head and go on. That's awesome. It's been a fun event. They're having a blast. Here he'll be next for birdie.
To make her banker a little happier. Probably he's a pretty happy guy as it is, I'm sure.
Yeah.
They can't get anything to drop.
No, they can't. Just been one of those yesterday. Such a good day. Over to 18.
Par 3, Jenny Shin for birdie.
2 chances for Team NSYNC to make a birdie and get to 21 under. Yeah, didn't like that right from the start. It's been a good team, though. Karen, this team of Nayeon Choi and Jenny Shin.
Or he'll be next for birdie. Such a good shot she hit in there. About time for them to make one.
Yes, it is. Got a good read on this. Just moving a little right, but yeah, it's time. She's a great putter as well.
She is.
Underrated ball striker.
There you go. Wow, that broke a lot. That broke a good couple inches there. Nice putt by Moria. Gotcha, sister. Gets him to 19 under.
Breaks out of a big pack.
Yeah, Sawana, Pora, and Clanton, as they walk over to the island green, Grant, they could probably walk across that lake the way they're going.
Sydney did say it would be the most creative God plan ever if this thing turned into a victory. Here's Na-Yeon Choi. Kay, it's great to see her back, isn't it?
It is. She went through a period where she had some real issues with her back, which led to loss of confidence in her long game. Took a year away from the game of golf and got some things sorted out, both mentally and physically.
One of the most amazing things is that she got a degree in the biomechanics of golf swing and wrote a thesis on her own swing. Crazy.
Use that time off productively. What a productive week it's been for Sawana Pora and Clanton, leading it by 6. And that practice has paid off. This team we knew would be a handful, the Jatanagarn sisters.
Gap wedge for area. A little left. Uh-oh.
Grass is just long enough on the bank there to keep it out of the penalty area.
Moria won her only event on a golf course that ended with a par 3. Wilshire Country Club. Last April of 18. It was a star-studded group she beat, Jerry, that day. Indy Park was in the mix.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I just can't help but think what a great setting this is for Sydney Clanton and Jasmine Sawana Pora. All these people gathered around all over the balconies of the clubhouse, hillside. Just, I think they're going to remember this for a long time.
Even up here in Big Ten country, we hear a War Eagle cry for Sydney Clanton. She's going to become the first player from Auburn, first women's player to win an LPGA event. One of the best players to ever come from the Auburn women's program was Danielle Downey, who passed away in 2014. The Symetra Tour is playing the Danielle Downey tournament this week in Rochester, New York. Sydney Clanton is about to elicit some War Eagles from all over the world.
And so thoroughly deserved. I really feel strongly that this will do wonders for her and for her future game moving forward in terms of the confidence and her self-belief and knowing that her game stacks up with the best in the world.
Thanks, Chris.
And Tadapa, or Jasmine now, she when she won in Toledo last year, she said, Area is not the only player from Thailand that can win. Now she's going to be a multiple winner. Having gone through back surgery, to multiple LPGA winner. What a team these two have made.
This tournament was patterned after the Zurich Classic of New Orleans on the PGA Tour. Alternate shot one day, 4-ball the next. The low score in the 3 years of that tournament when they switched to the team format, 27 under. And now Sawana Pora and Clanton have a chance to go one better.
Obviously, we're looking at the two winners here, but I feel there have been so many winners with this first year, their tournament here in Midland, Michigan. I think that the community have to feel like winners because they've really showed up for this event. And a big winner today as well is Math in the Mail, the local charity that is being represented by Jasmine and Sydney, and they'll get $4,000 for their charity. That's on top of the $3,000 that Suzanne Pedersen won for them at the Pro-Am party. So they're going to have a very nice week.
And as we said before, Sydney Clanton is not in Evian until these last putts go in. So she will become exempt for that event. Jasmine's already in. And a lot of changes coming for Sydney Clanton. All good. Aries got a pitch shot here and then some birdie putts to close it out. Why not?
Yes. Very fitting.
Remember, it was Aria cheering for Moria on the 18th the last couple of days. And Moria gets to return the favor. (64-61). That 64 was in the alternate shot format. One more look. All right. First of two chances here. They may need just one. Hang on a second. This would be a climactic way to finish.
Her work is done.
Boy, what a moment. Just turned 30 2 days ago. Jasmine didn't want to putt again. Get in there. Get in. I'd want to putt again if I was putting like Jasmine. She made a short one to 12, then 14, 15, 16, and 17. This is the way it's got to end, hasn't it? It's 53 weeks ago that Jasmine Suwanapura outlasted Brittany Lincecum in a playoff to win the marathon. No playoff needed here. They missed one.
They can't make a thing.
They missed two. But they are all in. Jasmine Suwanapura and Sydney Clanton, the tie and the Tiger, take the Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you.
It's a life-changing week, certainly for Sydney Clanton. Second victory for Tidapa Jasmine Suwanapura. Sydney's now won on the Symetra Tour and the LPGA Tour this year. She gets the 2-year exemption plus the rest of this year. They win it by 6, and they are with Jerry.
Thank you. I don't know whether to congratulate you guys and give you a high five or just bow to the greatness we witnessed this week. Jasmine, how much did your faith and confidence in each other grow throughout the week?
I think it's pretty awesome. I mean, I could not ask for a better partner at all. Like, everything just went maybe a little bit slow on the front 9. I feel a little bit of pressure, but I mean, we started to make some birdie and then keep the game going. I mean, it's amazing today.
And we don't often see lives change out here, Sydney, on the LPGA Tour. Talk about putting into words what this win means to changing your professional career instantly.
well, the first words are God is good. This is 100% a God plan. I couldn't even dream up to have won a Symetra event earlier this year and then come out and win with Jasmine. You know, it's so funny. This is the tournament that I wanted to come and play in. I was like, team event, I'm in, let's go. So I'm blessed for the opportunity. I'm blessed that Jasmine came and let me come play with her. And she played great golf all week, and we just kind of meshed after yesterday. It was kind of, we just felt really good after yesterday.
Have you booked a flight to Evian yet?
I have not.
We'll see you there. Fitting that the bagpipes are in the background with 2 majors coming up. Congratulations. That was tremendous.
Thank you. Thank you.
The inaugural Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational goes to Jasmine Suwanapura and Sydney Clanton, 27 under par. They win in a runaway. A 5-shot lead when the day started. They were tied briefly. But 5 birdies in a row to end the front 9 and 6 in a row on the back to win going away. More from Midland, Michigan in a moment. Today's coverage is brought to you by Dow. The next breakthrough is only a moment of inspiration. And by CME Group, how the world advances.